Hi, I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate. Today we're in Malaka, Malaysia, and we're so excited to be exploring a new state. We are here for 1 week and we are going to be eating up a storm. So we're starting with Nyonya LAKSA and CENDOL. We're starving, let's eat. We've come to Jonker 88, a halal eatery which is famous for its various types of laksa as well as CENDOL. I am so excited to be trying this. We haven't even had much laksa in the 7 weeks that we've been in Malaysia, so it's time to end that drought. We've ordered a Nyonya Assam laksa and a Baba Laksa. They both look so good. So I keep saying Nyonya. Nyonya is the type of food that is a mix of Malay and Chinese. So the Baba Nyonya are the descendants of the Chinese immigrants who then intermarried with local Malays. So this Baba Assam laksa or Nyonya Assam laksa, it just looks filled with treasures. What can I see here? There's prawns, there's shredded cucumber, red onion rings, there's half a boiled egg, there's tofu skin, so for zuk. There are fish balls, and then there are these sort of stubby white rice noodles, and then of course that broth. So Assam laksa is made up of mackerel, so the fish, oily and quite strong fish, and then the Assam or sourness comes from tamarind. So you can see the top of this broth has like a really thin film of red chilli oil or chilli spice. I'm going to give that a go. Wow, that has a real hit of chili, and it is super sour, but it's really good, and you can really taste that fish in there. I'm gonna get in and try some of these noodles. This is such a refreshing breakfast. Those noodles are quite chewy, and they're really slippery in the mouth. I've got a real hit of raw onion in that bite. That's so good. I'm gonna give this fried beancurd skin a go. Huge piece. It doesn't have much flavour, but it really tastes that tofu and just adds to the, got laksa soup all over my face, but it really adds to the whole texture of the dish. This is really good. If you are into strong flavours, then this might be the one to order, because the flavour of that mackerel, the fish, really comes through in that soup. So it's a really powerful bowl of laksa. That is tasty.
I'm going to try the Baba Laksa. What a way to start the day. So it's got rice noodles again, but much thinner than the ones in Sheena's dish. It's got the same tofu skin, which is sort of being fried, so it's crispy on the top. But on the bottom, it's soaked up all this broth, which looks epic. It's got the half egg, it's got cucumbers, it's got fresh red onion in there. There's tofu cubes, which I don't think Sheena's had. No, that's different to Sheena's. And so the broth in this one is much more of a curry broth. It's thicker as well, and it will have a coconut base. You can really see like the colour of it. It's just so rich and creamy looking. But let's try the broth by itself. Wow, it's got a great spice. It tastes like a Thai red curry if you want that as a comparison. It's so thick in the mouth, it coats your mouth, but not in a fatty or oily way. It just coats you with this flavour burst. I'm gonna have a little bit more broth, because that is so good. Oh man, it's actually a little bit of sourness too. I'm not sure what that would be coming from. Let's just try and get a combo. Whoa, it's got a bit of a spice. It's getting me back in the throat. It's really good. I'm just gonna try the noodles actually. Oh, I think Sheena said hers were like soft but had a little bit of bite. These are the same. That's really unusual in a dish like this, because normally the noodles are in the hot liquid for so long that they just kind of soften right up and become very squishy. These have got real texture, which is great. I'm going to grab one of these tofu puffs because they're just filled with the liquid. They've really sucked everything up and absorbed it. Oh wow, I've got this all over my face too. This is just too good. The puff just explodes with this sauce. It's liquid. There's prawns hiding in here. This egg looks so creamy. This is one hell of a breakfast. But what a way to kick off your day. It's got the spice, it's got some little bit of sweetness, it's got a tang, it's full of ingredients. I love this. Absolutely love it. Whoa, that's pretty fiery. My nose is running. It's sort of got hotter and hotter and built on me. So good though.
Which is your favourite?
I like your one better.
Same, this really packs a flavour punch. This curry laksa is a little bit more easygoing, but if you're after bold flavours, this is the one to order.
For sure.
It's amazing. Time for a bowl of chendol to soothe that chili burn. They have a huge list of different types of chendol, but I think we're just going to go for classic. So, plain Baba chendol. Oh my gosh, my mind is blown. I have never ever seen a chendol look like this before. It looks absolutely spectacular. So the uncle just shaved a mound of ice and it looks really finely shaved. He poured a bit of santan or coconut milk over it. There's green chendol noodles, so they're like pandan flavoured rice noodles. So both the dish is called chendol as well as the noodles being called chendol. And then there's this like thick, really thick treacle looking gula melaka, which is coconut palm syrup on the top. Like I have never seen anything like it. It's so thick and I'm just lost for words. I just have to try it. Oh, it's also got kidney beans as well. Normally when you get a chendol, the shaved ice is wallowing in coconut milk, so there's more coconut milk versus ice, but this is just something else. Let's just give it a go. That gula melaka, it's so thick. It's almost to the point of burnt tasting. It's like when you caramelized sugar and you just take it right to the edge. It's got that beautiful burnt flavour, really caramelly. It's so refreshing and I like that because it's just a huge chunk of shaved ice. It hasn't just all melted really quickly. That is so good. Thomas, get in.
This is incredible. I've already tried some and it is mind-blowing, and it's not actually that sweet. It's just got that really burnt taste like Sheena talked about. This is so good, and we've just made an executive decision because we've heard that there's another chendol place in town which is even better than this one, and we thought we've got to compare these back to back. So we're going to finish these and then we're going to go for another chendol to see what we think of it. And remember, always down below we have all the details of where we're eating, what we're eating, so if you want to try these places as well, you can, and don't forget to subscribe because we've got so many adventures coming up. So much food here in Malacca, then we're back to KL. We're going to be all over Malaysia and other countries, but in Malaysia for months to come, eating more incredible food like this. So hit subscribe and let's finish these and we'll go for more chendol. Melaka town is so beautiful. It's reminding us a lot of Penang, which we've visited in the past. All these amazing old heritage buildings. It is a World Heritage town, a UNESCO World Heritage town, and it really shows. It's so pretty. On the walk here we saw the river and we've been like tree-lined streets, we've seen beautiful sculpture, but we have now arrived at the next chendol spot. So let's go check out another chendol. CENDOL has arrived. This one is exactly the same style, like much less coconut milk than we're used to, and that really thick gula melaka was just doused over the top. Quite a big spoon of it, but it's so thick it just sort of sits where it's placed. And I'm just going to dig in because I think I saw her put something else in this one. Yeah, look, there's these little like pink jelly balls. So it's got the kidney beans, the CENDOL noodles, and this little pink jelly ball thing again. Let's just get a big spoon of it. Got a bit of everything. Oh, it's so refreshing. This one is sweeter than the last one we had. Or not nearly as burnt. It's sort of the same sweetness, but the other one had a real burnt taste. Whereas this one, the sugar flavours there more. Let's try some more. I'm just gonna have this, basically the soup now, because the ice is melting, the coconut milk. Oh, and the way the gula melaka mixes through it. And you can see as you mix it, it gets darker and darker in flavour because everything combines and that gula melaka really starts to take over the dish. This is so good. I'm in two minds still about which one's best, but I reckon we should dive in, eat these, Sheena, before they completely melt, and then we'll come back to you with a conclusion at the end. It was really good. CENDOL war has finished. They have strong CENDOL game here. And I really don't know. It's like a big punch for me because they were both incredible and pretty rare for me, but I'm gonna call it equal. I love them both. One was sweeter, the second one was sweeter, the first one was more burnt, but they were both phenomenal. So if you're in Malacca, try them both as well. And try them back to back like we did. They're not that filling because they're mainly ice, so you can totally just eat them side by side like that. Really good. And the laksa, phenomenal.
I reckon daily CENDOL eating is going to become a thing because it is so refreshing and it is so tasty. But we are going to be eating up a storm more in Malacca. There are going to be a ton of food videos that we'll be uploading. So make sure you've subscribed and you've hit that notification button so you get word of when we post. We hope we inspired you to eat and explore like a traveller, not a tourist. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and we'll see you next time. Jumpa lagi!
Jumpa lagi!